mehr geworden. Beklugt hat sich der Rebbe heint ob dir, als die der Geist in seine Jugend. Sie sind nicht genug, die willst nicht lernen gut, dem Rebbe nebach, tis der Zerren. Schluckst die sich herim und spielst sich noch, und sterst die Kinder, lag du's lernen. Nicht dem es Tante, wo's der Rebbe sucht, a schlechter Mensch, nicht du sein Gleichen. Verwusst erzählt nicht, wie ihn schluckt, sei tat und ju dem bläuen Zeichen. Hab mit auf Ramlen sich zu Wettel bläus, hat meine Chemischel zerrissen. Der Fall hat ins der Rebbe auf sein Scheuß noch nicht an du geschmissen. Wo's wird das auf sein Motto, ich frag dich noch, a größere Jung scheun kein eine Hore. Wenn ich bin alt gewesen, 13 Jahr, gekennt wie Wasser die Gemorre. A Jid mis lernen teure mit groß Freit, nicht Narrigkeit in Sinnen. Als wohl der Mensch, wo's ist zu Gott zu weit, wo's kenn gut lernen, in Geld verdienen. Der See, der hat amul erzählt von dir, fleckst euch noch Teiber, lach sich Jugend. Bist euch viel besser nicht gewähnt von mir, dein Rebbe hat dir euch geschlugen. Heint kennst die Lernen, in hast Geld erzielt, hat tat in mir, vor mir kein Meure. Wenn ich will werden groß, will ich wie die verdienen Geld und lernen teurer.
Okay, let's start reading. All of you are muted, so if I call on you, please unmute, okay, guys? Henrietta, can you read the English, please?
In 1920, Mordecai Gilbertic published a collection of his folks, Stimmerlieder, songs and folk song. 16 years later, a group of admirers published a second anthology, Meine Lieder. His song, Mutterle, appeared in both. We have already read memoirs and heard songs in which the Pater experience was not remembered fondly.
Henrietta, you can continue or you are very hoarse?
Say that again.
You are very hoarse. Can you read or that's okay?
You want it louder?
No. If you can, if it doesn't bother you, because I see that you are hoarse.
Cannot hear you.
Okay, never mind. Go on. Never mind. Okay? Thank you. Marsha, go on.
We didn't finish the before.
Matala is such a song with a humorous twist. There are versions with additional verses. In the third edition of Chana Melotik's Mitrogen Agezang, the father also berates his son for playing all day in the courtyard, breaking the neighbor's windows again with a stone, and running after Yankik's pigeons. He asked, "Sie ist das schön für jeden?"
Go on.
Miriam Crescent, 1910 to 1996, sings the song here. She was a star of the Yiddish theater, singing and acting. She often sang with her husband, the singer and pianist Seymour Rechtzeit.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Sandra, can you read? Sandra, you just have to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Sandra. You are all muted.
Was wird der Sof sein, Mottel? Sog je mir bist ärger noch von Freier geworden. Beklockst hat sich der Rebbe heint auf dir, als du der Rest im seine, der Geist im seine Jahren.
Yeah. Okay, can you translate?
What is going to be your end, Mottel? Tell me. Right now, you're worse than you were earlier. You bother the Rebbe very much now, and he is, and you're tormenting him till the end of his years.
Yeah, but the third line, the translation is different. Maurice, would you like to say how it is?
The Rebbe Heint of the rabbi complained today about you, that you're Geisten seine Jahren, you're shortening his life. You're driving him nuts.
Driving him nuts, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Morty, yes? Morty, unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yes, I was looking at the word der Geist mir the urine. At home, we didn't use the word der Geist mir, but der lebt mir the urine.
That's
Der legte die Uhren?
Der lebt. Der lebt mir the urine.
Okay, that's the first time I hear it.
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody else had ever heard that.
Did anyone else heard this expression?
Rochelle?
No, I heard it just like this, and it was an expression that was used constantly in my home, and I love the idiom. It's just a wonderful idiom. My mother would raise her hands like this, like she wanted to shake me, but she didn't.
Yeah, the meaning in both cases is the same. Because der lebt mir the urine means you're cutting off my ears, or you're ending my ears. But yeah, okay.
How about
the Smith?
Thanks. Okay. Michael, can we continue? Okay. Bob, can you read?
Es ist nicht genug, du willst nicht lernen noch, das Rüben nebe Teut der Zellen. Schlagst du sich herum und spielst sich nur und schwerst die kinderlich das Lernen. So it's not enough that you don't want to learn. You foolishly enrage the rabbi or get him mad, or Is it like?
Maurice,
You,
if you think
Right,
it's not
so,
okay, tell.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that sound is to make him mad, to infuriate him.
yeah, if you,
And
okay.
the
You may
nebuch,
infuriate the rabbi.
he's
Um,
using the
you
nebuch
be,
to sympathize with the rabbi. Then
yeah,
Mered-
foolishly, right?
That's-
No,
It's the father is talking. The father is saying, it's not enough that you don't want to study at all.
yeah, right.
And in addition to that, you're
Right.
infuriating the poor rabbi. That's why the
Yeah.
nebuch is there. The
So,
rabbi-
okay. Yeah, and you kind of mess around or beat yourself up and playing, and disturb or keep the other children from learning.
Right. Schlagst du sich means you're fighting.
Fighting, schlockstu, fighting. Fighting, or yeah, you're fighting and playing around.
Fighting and playing, right.
Yeah,
And
playing.
I just want to mention that in this context, lernen means to study the Sforim, the Torah, the holy books. It's not lernen in general, but in the context of a cheder, lernen means religious studies.
With study.
Can I just say
Thank
something?
you.
It's Naomi. There's no zich
Yes.
in lernen here. So when you learn Yiddish, you say lernen zich, right? Because
Right.
but Torah, there's no zich because
learn. That's
it's
right.
your whole life. You're never gonna know it completely.
Right.
So okay.
Okay, Elaine, yes?
Okay, I have a question about shlucks du sich arom. So the arom, the around, does it go with shlucks du sich or does it go with, like, I sort of like, if I didn't know it was fight, but you fight around and only.
Yeah, in other words, he's
Like
always
horsing
messing,
around.
right, he's horsing around, he's messing, fighting with the
Okay.
other kids. He's doing all the
And
things
only
that
play.
that he's not supposed to be doing in a cheder.
Got it. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, so let's continue. Okay, Hilda, can you read?
Ja, nicht emes, Tate, was der Rebbe sagt. A schlechter Mensch, nicht da sein Gleichen. Was erzählt nicht, wie uns schluckt. Sei Tatenu, dem blauen Zeichen. Nicht emes, it's not true, Father, what the rabbi is saying. He's a bad person. There's no other like him. Why does he not tell how he hits us? Look, Father, the blue marks.
Good.
Good, thank you, good. Okay, Michael, please. Okay, Michael, can you read?
Ja,
Okay,
okay. Ich hab mit Avramlen sich zerwertelt blois. Hat mein Chumaschel zerrissen. Der Pfarr hat uns der Rebbe auf sein Scheuß noch mit der Nigendol geschmissen. Okay. I Severtelt Blois. I'm not sure.
I only argued. I was only
Okay.
arguing.
So I was only arguing with little Avram. He had torn my chumash. Therefore, the Rebbe sein choice. What is choice?
Slap. On
Okay,
his
so
lap.
therefore the rabbi slapped us.
Put me on his lap.
Okay, lap. I heard slap. Okay, so he put us on his lap, with so was he put it on his lip while he's saying a nigun?
Right. While he beat him while
Them
he
on
was
his lap
singing.
upside down.
Right.
Okay.
I just want to add that we've had the other songs and other memoirs of Cheda where the Rebbe uses a kanchik, a little whip with which to hit the students, even though they don't mention it here, but it's not just with an open hand. It's most likely with a kanchik that he's beating the kids.
Or the kocha level.
Well, I mean, I think it's in Shalom Aleicham's.
Yeah, ich bin a kachel.
Talks about the kanchik. I know in Yisrael Yeshia Zinger's memoir, I.J. Singer in his memoir also talks about how they used to beat them with a kanchik.
Yeah.
We've had.
Is it a belt?
So it wasn't just an open-handed slap. It was
worse
than that.
worse. Like a cat o' nine tails.
Was it a belt or a whip?
Three tails, right.
Elaine?
It was a whip? Moshe, was it a
I
whip
see your
or a
hands
belt?
up.
A little whip, yeah, a kanchik is a little whip, and that's what they used to do.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to finish. Okay, just one more thing, back at the end of the first stanza. So lernen there means studying or learning?
It means studying the holy books. It means studying
okay.
Gemara, all those, just
Okay.
the holy books.
Okay, and geschmissen means hit.
Yes.
Schmiss means to beat. It's not just, it's
beat.
To beat. It's the verb that's used when a balagola wants to make the horses go faster. He whips them, and that's schmeißen.
Sort of like it's a cognate of smite. Sounds to me like the cognate of smite. Just
It could very well be a Germanic word, right?
Beverly?
My husband said his father used to say, the rabbi hit you, now I'll hit you. It's true. They were mean people because from Europe, they came that way. These people came and they were very abusive to the kids, but the kids were bad too, in all fairness.
My brother was hit with a ruler. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
Enjoy. Salúdala de mi parte.
Michael, next one. Okay, Rina Lea?
Was wird der Sof sein, Mutter? What will the end be, Mutter? Krieg dich nur a größer Jung, kein in Hora, wenn ich bin alt, gewesen 13 Jahre, gekannt wie Wasser die Gemora. Oh, let's see if I can do it. Okay. What will the end be, Mutter? Ask only an older, a bigger a bigger boy.
No, it's ich frage dich nur. I'm asking you. I'm still asking you.
I'm asking you, but grosser young, is that an older boy, a bigger boy kind of?
Right, now he's saying, you're a big boy, can I know? In other words, why can't you do what you're supposed to do?
Okay.
Right.
Wenn ich bin alt gewesen 13 Jahre. When I'm old,
When I was old.
When I was old in 13 years, I could water the Gemara. I could water the Gemara.
No,
so what he said is,
The Gemara like water.
ihr gekannt wie Wasser. I knew the Gemara like water. It was like,
Oh, Vivasser, Adam.
oh, he just knew it like by heart,
Oh, like water.
like water. You know, it was second nature to him.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Claims, right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next one. Okay, Alvin.
Ja. A Yid is lernen Torah mit groß Fried. Nicht haben Narrigkeit in Sinnen. Als will dem also der Mensch, was ist zu Gott, zu Leid, was kann gut lernen und Geld verdienen. A Jew has to learn Torah with great happiness,
joy.
Not having foolishness in mind. Will a man who is to God to people was good. Can learn well and earn well. Okay?
Yeah, but I think that as weil der Mensch, not?
No,
Voil. As
Weil
voil.
der Mensch, weil der Mensch.
Be a good person
Good.
to God,
Voil.
towards other people.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. Michael, please.
Can I just ask something about that?
Yes, of course.
Okay. First, I just want to ask in the first sentence of this stanza, how do you translate nor? I always have a problem with nor and noch, and how do you translate? Only?
Michael, can you go back
one? Right. Because he's repeating the same question.
I ask you only because you're a big boy, Kanahara. That's what he's saying.
Well, not because, but he's adding to his argument. You know, I'm only asking the same question
I'm
again.
only asking. Okay.
Right. Because,
Okay.
and then it's understood. You know, you're a big boy already, Kanahara. You know, you shouldn't be messing around. You could be taken seriously.
Okay. And then in this last line, it looked to me, and I just want to, make sure that the to gut to light seemed like an idiom for acting properly to everybody. Because that's what my dictionary said. Acting properly toward everybody.
Right. So
that's an idiom for that.
Right. Be a good person. And he elaborates towards God and towards people.
Okay. Because it was more like the translation I got was happy is the man who, is good to all people. It acts properly to all people.
I guess it could be as wohl der Mensch, was es zu Gott zu leid. It could be. You might be right. Yeah, maybe that's what it means. It could be.
Okay, all right. And then here again, lernen would be studying or teaching. I can never.
No, it's in this context. It's studying the Torah, studying the holy books. Was kann gut lernen und Geld verdienen. Those are the two things he's hoping the kid will do.
Studying Torah and making a living. Okay.
Making a living, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask, I know I've heard kind of her a million times, but can you give an explanation?
It means like wow. It's like terrific. You know, I mean, word for word, it's no evil eye.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
I
you
knew
believe in
I knew
evil.
it had to do with the evil eye, but yeah.
Right. It's
Okay.
like-
I don't want to give you an evil eye, but
right. Because he's
okay.
praising. And you know, if you praise him, you bring the devil, the demon.
Yeah. So this is why my mother was always afraid to give me a compliment.
Exactly.
But it's okay if you pull the ear, that stops the devil coming.
Yeah.
Okay, Rafael, yes.
Yeah, again, looking at Voil dem Mensch, I agree with Elaine. Known as dem Mensch, that's in the dative. And so there's a missing verb. Well is it to the person who is respectable both before God and people, who can study and also earn money.
Okay. Okay, thank you all. Let's continue. Okay, Steve, can you read?
Ich can prove. Der Seide hat amol der Child von dir, pflegst euch noch heimlich sich jagen. Bist euch viel besser nicht gewesen von mir. Der Rebbe hat dich euch...
Jimenez, or one other.
What? Hat dich euch geschlagen. Okay. The grandfather had once told you?
No, this is the kid. The kid is talking now. He's saying, Grandpa once said this about you from
Okay.
dear.
Oh, from dich. Okay. You used to also, what is Taibelech?
Pigeons.
Pigeons?
Yes.
Pigeons. You used to run after the pigeons.
Right, when you were young.
And this should be viel, a fey, not a pay. Bist euch viel.
Also you were better. You were better not. You were not better. You were not better than me. The rabbi smacked you also.
Right.
Okay. That's the end of it, Michael, or there is another one? Ah, okay, so there is another one. So, Elaine.
Heint kennst du lernen und hast Geld dazu. Taten you war mir kein Mora. Wenn ich will werden groß, will ich, wie du, verdienen Geld und lernen teure. So now, Father, now you can study and earn and have money. Father, don't fear for me. Don't be afraid for me. I will, when I'm grown up, like you, I will earn money and study Torah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. Morty, yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention a little bit of a situation here. Children who went to Cheder only learned first the language, the Hebrew words, letter by letter, and then they studied Torah, which was considered good study only for children. Gemara, which the father mentions about when he was 13 years old, was only studied when the kids after Cheder were sent to yeshiva. So it was a different school, if you want to call it that. Cheder was basic Torah studies, and yeshiva was already where they studied Gemara. Gemara was not studied in Cheder.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Michael, that's it? So Michael, stop sharing because I promised Cookie that she will sing it for us.
I'm only going to sing the first. I don't know them all by heart. It's a long song. Yes?
Okay.
Was wird es auf sein Mottel, sagst du mir? Bist der genau von früher geworden? Verklockt hat sich der Rebeheit auf dir, als du der Geist in seine Jahren. Es ist nicht genug, du willst nicht lernen, Gott. Dem Reben nebach musst erzählen. Schlagst du sich herum und spielst sich noch. Und stellst die Kinder nach das Lernen. Thank you.
Bravo.
Okay, thank you, Cookie. Thank you. Okay, guys, so any comments before we move to the story? Okay, so let's move to the story. Bashevi Zinger is telling us about his sister. Yeah, Marsha, yes.
I just wanted to note that Miriam Crescent and Molly Pecan had a similar voice, and they both, it was the Abraham Elstein Orchestra. They both were with, maybe it's the same time, but to me, it's, you know, in my ears, it was very interesting.
The only thing I want to say, and I don't want this to sound against another singer, but they had a very high voice, and many of the words that they sang, I could not understand because they went into such a high pitch that you couldn't grab the words unless you were a real Yiddishist. I mean, I spoke Yiddish, I would get them, but once she went into, I couldn't hear the words anymore. I didn't know what the words were anymore.
Okay, it comes with subtitles next time. Okay.
To lower the key so that every word is distinct so everyone can understand it. There's many Yiddish songs that I lose the words because they're up so high that the word disappears in the pitch of the voice.
Next
So
time I see her, I'll tell her.
Yeah, tell her. He will tell her. Maurice will tell her. Okay, guys. Let's do the story. Just a moment. And you tell me if that's okay? It's
perfect.
The letters are okay?
It can be a little bigger, but it's okay, but maybe one word.
Größer is better.
Größer is better.
Yeah, good gesagt.
Oh, no, that's too much.
No, good.
If some of it doesn't show up.
Okay, just a moment, we will do it a little bit bigger, okay? Just a bit
Before she
bigger.
ruins my computer.
Yeah, just a little bit bigger, okay. Okay, I think that's enough.
Okay, okay, better.
Nina, you can also, if you get rid of the menu on the right-hand side with the little arrow, that also makes it bigger.
I cannot, Michael, because that's my lifeline. I see who is in, who is joining us, who is getting
I'm talking about
out.
on the document, the little create PDF and all of that. If there's a little arrow that you can right there in the middle that you can get rid of it.
Next time.
Okay.
Now it's too much. Oh. Okay, so we read only the first page where Bashevi Zinger is telling us that his sister, she thought that the mother hated her. And he says it's not right. She didn't hate her. She just couldn't stand her. So there is a small distinction between it. And he said that she was very that she was no, like the father's family. She was very eccentric. Whereas the mother's family, the children that were like the mothers were more, how do you say, were more
Conventional.
Or restrained.
not restrained, that was the word, were more restrained. So we stopped at page really here. That's the, אוקיי, תעני איך אני מזיזה את זה עכשיו? אתה רואה מה קורה? Just a moment, guys, because that's the בשבי זינגר thing is... אני מזיזה את זה לפה. אוקיי, got it.
More.
Got it. Okay, Susan, will you start reading?
From the Mama?
Yeah, die Mame.
Die Mama ist gesessen, die freie Zeit bei Musersefer. My mother, in her free moments, would be studying a morality, Jewish morality book.
Okay, Susan, just a moment. I want to, the story is quite difficult. So when someone is reading, and if you don't understand the word, raise your hand and we will get back to the words, okay? Okay, go on, Susan.
Okay, because Musa Sefer, she was a misnagid, and that's why she would be reading that. Ob sie hat a filo a rausgeguckt durch ein Fenster, hat sie geguckt mit a weiten und verummerten Blick. If she even looked out the window, she looked with a far away and saddened look. Sie hat nicht gekonnt vertrugen dem Hormon. She couldn't stand the crowd, dem Räusch, or the loud noises. Sie hat nur gelächzt. She only yearned zu Stillkeit, for quietness, und for Tiefkeit, and for depth. Mein Schwester hat von in der Früh bis bei Nacht nicht aufgehört reden. My sister used to, from the early morning to late at night, just talk. Singen, lachen, sing, laugh, und dabei heraussuchen Meinungen als Söhne, and therefore giving the meanings was es besser, als man verborgt sei in sich. Oh, she would talk about things that it would be better if she kept them, if one kept them to oneself. Is ihr Emets gefallen, hat sie jenem geläubt und aufhört. If she liked somebody, she praised them without stopping. Hat sie geworfen auf Emerson an Umgehen, but if she didn't like somebody, hat sie geläubt.
No, hat sie gemacht.
Hat sie gemacht von jenem Asch und Porach. So if she didn't like somebody, she made ash and dust out of them. She just lowered them to the ground. Sie hat in alles übergetrieben. She was overboard on everything.
Susan, just a moment. I see that people are asking questions. Elaine, yes?
We're 2 lines above, if I can remember, where it says, but if she didn't like you, can you find that? And
Here,
that,
I'm circling it now.
yeah, can you that sort of looks like an idiom, or I don't know, like geworfen.
Geworfen an Umchen. No, it's not an idiom, as far as I
Well,
know.
doesn't geworfen mean through off?
Through a dislike, just through a dislike towards someone. It's
Rafael, yes, you have an explanation?
not literal.
Yeah, umchen, well, chen is grace. Umchen is a dislike. And for whatever reason, the usual verb for umchen is warfen and umchen, afemitzen, to throw a dislike at somebody, but it means to acquire a dislike.
And emitzen is somebody, is a person, like.
Yes, emitzen is a person, someone.
Okay, all right. So you're, okay.
Emitzen.
It is sort of an idiom. You don't translate it as throw dislike. You just say if she doesn't like you. So it's sort of, okay.
Figuratively, not literally.
Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
Bonnie, you have a question, or it's?
Basia has a question.
You have a question, Bonnie?
Yeah, so early on, first or second sentence was, there was a word for morality, but I missed that. And I'm wondering if you can point to it and say it.
Musar Sefer?
A Musar Sefer.
Ah.
I never heard it. Yeah.
Does that have anything with Musar? Does it have anything to do with that, the Hebrew word? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know that much Hebrew, but.
It was the ethical questions that the Misnagdim studied. They were interested in ethical and moral tone that from the holy writings.
Okay, from the Musar. Okay, so that's from the Musar service.
Okay. Rafael and then Morty. Rafael?
Thank you.
It's not a service. It's not Musaf. It's Musar.
Oh, Musar. Okay.
Rabbi Yisrael Salanter was the principal teacher of Musar, but it goes back to Luzzatto and before that. It's called ethics, although it's self-improvement. Is maybe a better word in English, although it's called Musar, which is, and it is from Hebrew, of course, the word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Morty?
Yes, of course, Rafael is right, but it's more than that. Salanter's influence was great, and the Musar became a movement. There were a number of yeshivot that followed that movement, that was considered part of the Musar movement.
Okay, thank you all. Susan, can you continue?
Sie hat in alles übergetrieben. She was over the top with everything. Wenn sie is gewesen freilich, is sie schier nicht zersprungen von Freude. When she was happy, she almost jumped with joy. Wenn es is ihr befehlen dem nicht gut, and when she liked something, or when it is befallen dem nicht gut, when she got into a bad mood, or maybe that's depression, hat sie sich begossen mit Tränen. She poured over herself tears. Und ganz oft weggechallischt, and often she fainted. Sie ist gewesen eifersüchtig auf mein Bruder. She was jealous of my brother Yisrael Yehoshua. That's his name, Israel Joshua. Ausgetracht auf ihm allerlei kindische Bilbulim, and she blamed him for all kinds of childlike errors.
Can you go back for
told lies about him. She said bad things about him.
Can you go back to where you said jealous?
What?
Jealous? Did I?
Eifersüchtig.
And can you point to it if possibly?
No, I can't.
Just a moment, guys. It jumped here for me. Okay. 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 Okay, guys. Sorry.
Now, can you point to it now? The where the jealousists.
The what?
The word euversichtig.
It's fourth line from the bottom. Fourth line from the bottom.
Okay. Here.
There.
You see? Eifersüchtig.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Where were you, Susan? Kindische Bilbulim?
And sorry, Ausgetracht means really invented.
Okay, go on. Susan, go on.
Mit der Mul hat sie ungenommen a Charute und sie hat sich geworfen kuschen. Sometimes it came upon her to be sorry and she threw out kisses when she
The
did
mul
something bad.
family, no?
She was sorry, sie hat Charute gehabt. Doch ein Anfall von spasmatisch gewesen, after a session of spasmodic crying, hat sich plötzlich ihr Gemüt ausgelettert und sie hat gehabt eine allein utensil. After an episode of spasmodic crying, she suddenly cleaned up and she took
dancing.
And then she just started to dance by herself. She did a little dance. Uns, die kleine Kinder, hat sie gekuscht und gezertelt und unaufhör. And to us, the little kids, she kissed us and hugged us without stopping.
Okay, thank you, Susan. Any question? It's a lot of difficult words. Yeah, Mariv.
A lot of beautiful and very typical words.
Yeah. Mariv, yes. You are muted, I think.
Sorry. I just want to say she sounds like a typical teenager. I mean, I remember being like that when I was that age, right?
Only not in the diaspora. At that time, I think that was not typical. Okay, Rafael.
Just a minor thing. The third line of the page near the end. Sie hat nicht gekonnt vertragen dem Hamoin. Hamoin is an interesting word. It means the crowd, hoi polloi, the ordinary crowd on the street, and it's pronounced Hamoin.
Hamoin?
Hamoin, yeah.
Well, it's Hebrew, but yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Hebrew is Hamon.
Where is it?
Hamon.
Hamon.
Yeah, well.
Where is it again?
Can you
Where
point
is
to it?
Yeah, please.
No, it's at the beginning of the page.
Well, ich kenne es.
Yeah, usually if Hebrew has an accented O, then
Yeah.
Yiddish, which doesn't have O as one of
Oh,
its sounds,
okay.
will change it to Oi. So
Yeah,
Hamon
so-
becomes Hamoin.
Hamoin.
So tell us again, what does vertrogen dem Hamoin mean?
Vertragen is to bear,
Oh,
to, so
Couldn't
Hamoin
stand.
is.
She couldn't stand.
Couldn't stand the crowd.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Susan, thank you. Karen, would you like to continue? Von jeder Kleinigkeit?
Yes. Could you please point to it? Von jeder Kleinigkeit hat sie gemacht a Zimmer.
A Simis.
A Zimmer. From every trifle, she made a big deal. A Kegin uns hat gewohnt a Feldscher. Across from us lived a, oh, I'm so sorry, I forget what kind of Feldscher is. A
medic.
A medic. Oh, okay, thank you. Zeitog, is that his name?
I think it's his name, yeah.
Was hat euch gehabt? Rasura, who also had a barber shop, wo men hat sich gescheuren und gegolt, where men had haircuts and shaves. Frisierer Jung, a young man who did haircuts and styled hair, hat sich auf sein Steiger eingeliebt in mein Schwester. In his fashion, the young man fell in love with my sister und ihr untergeschickt a Liebesbrief and sent her a love letter. Mein Schwester ist davon geworden, äußer sich. My sister became quite upset. Sie hat Meure gehabt. She was afraid, as men wird sie bereden, as she was afraid that people would gossip about her. Sie hat sich geschämt, rauszugehen in Gas. She was ashamed to go out in the street. Sie gleich verfallen, sort Verfolgensmania. She, a kind of paranoia came upon her. Es hat lang gedauert, bis man hat sie überzeugt. It took a long time until she was persuaded, as a solche Sachen treffen mit anderer Mädlach euch, as this kind of thing happened to other girls. Und es ist nicht ihr Schuld, and it was not her fault.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Questions, anyone? Linguistic or otherwise? Rafael?
You go recognize. Oh, I think Basia has a question.
Rafael?
Already, I forgot where it was. I'll lower my hand because I can't recall what my question was back.
Before, yeah. Okay, so just lower your hand.
Yeah, mein Frage ist wegen dem Wort Überzeugt. Dictionaries give the word Übergezeigt with an extra syllable. But I've seen this in this book and other books, Überzeugt without the ge.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a dialect thing.
Anyone knows the answer?
Yeah. What does
the answer to what he's asking?
Oh,
as I've seen other past part, I've seen the verb conjugated differently.
Mm-hmm. Rafael, you have an answer?
Yes, I also have a question, but yeah, Überzeugt. It's a variant participle. Usually you'd have Übergezeigt, but Überzeugt apparently is a fairly common a variant to this.
Yeah, I've seen it in other books. Yeah.
And likewise, words that ending with ear, like spazieren. Usually the participle is ich hab spaziert, but you will see gespaziert. So there are variant participles. Now, the thing I wanted to point out, though, since I've got the floor, is if you go up a few lines to untergeschickt, what's the point of the unter there? It's an interesting one. Mein Schwester, hat mein Schwester untergeschickt a Liebebriefel. The unter, apparently, I just heard this in a lecture by Herschel Glosser. Unter here is taken from a Polish meaning, although it's not Polish, where unter often means in secret. So unterheren is to eavesdrop. And so untergeschickt, he sent her secretly a Liebebriefel. It's an interesting use of unter.
Okay.
Like passing notes in class.
Yeah, sort of like below the radar, kind of.
Okay. David, can you continue?
Yeah. We are.
Yes,
Eenmaal, dank. Eenmaal in a Shabbos by Tog, heb ik ter Heert van Kiek, Jomerlich geschreien. One time, on Shabbos during Shabbos day, I heard or caught wind of from the kitchen all sorts of I don't know, yammering, screaming, geschreien. Ich bin reingelaufen und wie in Kiek flackert a fire. I ran into the kitchen and saw how there was flaming, flackert, waving a fire. I don't know the best way to translate
Flickering.
that. Flickering. Thank you. Adan. Flickering a fire was flickering. Geschehen is what happened is this. Mein Schwester hat reingelegt in der Verloschener Kiek die truckene Papiere. Was Mitzay hat man verbunden dos Cholent. My sister lay down in the Farloshna, the
Turned off. Turned off.
Oh, turned off. The turned off. Yeah, they turned off the kitchen. The dry paper is what with which when wrapped up, or the cholent. Sees upon him geblieben in Krieg a Funk connected, und der Funk hat angezündet die Papiere. It is. Apparently there remained just a little spark from yesterday, and that ignited the papers. Mein Schwester ist gewesen sicher, as I said. My sister was certain that a demon, oder Episolets, another type of, I guess, demon, hat sich reingehabt zu uns in Oven, had popped in to see for us in the oven, just popped by and started this. Sie ist erst an Schwiegen gekommen, wenn man hat ihr aufgeklärt die MSS-7. She became quiet when someone explained to her the real reason the fire started.
Okay, thank you. Any question about this paragraph?
I guess the Verloschener Kiek, I guess when they're saying the turned off kitchen, they just mean like the appliances, like the oven and stuff. That's all.
Yeah, the oven probably.
Yeah, the oven, not just, the room itself, but the thing inside the kitchen.
Rafael, you raised your hands, I saw.
Yeah, clearly here the kirk is not the room,
it's
but
just,
the oven itself.
The machine, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. So,
what is Siba?
Reason.
Oh, reason. Okay.
Reason. Naomi, can you continue?
Okay, I'll try. Das Ton a Schidduch mit dieser Mädel is nicht gewinn von die leichten Sachen. To make a match with such a girl or girl it's no easy task. Aber mein Schwester ist gewinn a Schöne, but my sister was beautiful. Mit der Mol hat sich untergerückt an österliche shidduch. Once, I don't know. Oh, suddenly, oh, mitamol. Oh, okay. And what's untergerucht? Like approached? Oh, appeared.
Appeared.
Okay. I don't know, some phenomenal, some, I don't know.
I think
Strange.
outstanding.
Outstanding match. In Varsha is given a Yid, Reb Gedalia, und der dosige Reb Gedalia is given Nasi von Eretz Yisrael. Okay, so in Warsaw, there was a Jew in Warsaw, Reb Gedalia, Mr. Gedalia, and this very Reb Gedalia was like a minister. Is that some kind of a minister from or like a prince? I don't know.
I think it's from Eretz Yisrael Geld. So he's kind of like a CEO.
Okay.
Just a moment. Let me go to the.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Gelter.
Okay.
So he was in charge. He was in charge of
the money or the funds or
the funds that went to Eretz Yisrael.
Okay, the currency or something. Die Seine sind Adlofen von Presiv kein Belgia. I should know this word Presiv, but I don't know what it means. I forget.
Military service.
Okay, thank you. So his sons ran away from the military service to Belgium. Dort sind sie geworden brillanten Schleifer und brillanten Schneider. There they became diamond, cutters? Polishers, okay. Sorry,
cutters.
I don't see the, I see everybody, but I don't see.
It looks like Minna dropped off.
We lost it.
Yeah. I can
lost her.
share. Hold on, everybody. I can share until she comes back. Hopefully she'll get back on soon.
It's diamond polishers and diamond cutters.
Okay, hold on. I got to get to where we were. So. Weren't we around here somewhere?
Right at the top. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Go ahead. I'll try to.
Okay. We're on the second line. Ober Azal Macht hat Reb Gedalia gehabt über seine Kinder, als hat über sie. Oh, as hat. I think there's a missing word. Can you make it a little smaller?
Hold on. I'm just making it bigger so we can see it easily. There.
Okay. Thank you. As hat geherrscht über sie von Varsha. I think I missed something, but okay. But this profession
such power.
Such power. Oh, Macht is power. Okay. See, I know that, but I don't know the whole translation. Okay, the phrase. Okay, such power. Reb Gedalia had such power over his children, as hat geherrscht über sie von. Oh, that he led them. He led them from Warsaw.
He ruled them.
He ruled them from Warsaw. Okay. Sie haben nicht getort allein ton kein Shidduchim. Oh, they couldn't themselves make any matches or something. Der Tate hat for sie ausgekleiden Kalis. Oh, the father chose the brides for them. Reb Gedalia hat gehört as der Tate hat a Tochter und hat untergeschickt a Shadchan. So Reb Gedalia heard that the father has a daughter, and he is that secretly or quietly untergeschickt matchmaker.
Yes.
Yes, we had that unter, right? Okay. Reb Gedalia is gekommen zu uns zu Gast. So Reb Gedalia came to visit us. A hoicher Yid, a diker mit a breiter Bord wie a Fächer und mit a Zigar in Moil. Okay, a tall Jew, a thick,
Heavy set.
Oh, heavy set. Okay, stocky maybe. Meet with a wide beard. Via fecher. I don't know what. What's a
White
fecher?
like a fan.
Oh, a foch. A foch is a fan. So a fecher, like a small fan. Okay. Un meat and with a cigar in his mouth. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here. Yeah. Thank you.
Somebody needs to pick somebody new to talk. I can't do it. Beverly, pick somebody to continue.
It says Minna is back.
Oh,
That's what mine says. Anybody else say, is Minna, are you back?
Short flash.
Minna? Yeah, Minna's back. Okay.
Good, thanks. Rachela can do.
Hold on.
Rachela. Rachel, why did you read? Are you there? Minna, are you there?
She's probably just getting set up and getting everything, working.
Rachel, can you read? Oh no, they described
The father.
the father that's coming to look over the daughter, Isaac's sister. Where are we?
I can read.
Second line. The end of
Ahead.
second line.
I can read.
Go ahead, good.
Hat gewissen a Fotografie von sein Sohn, a schöner Bocher, kurz gekleidet, aber mit a rudig Bärdel. He showed a photograph of his son, a handsome Bocher, kurz gekleidet,
Dressed well.
not wearing a kappa, I guess, a short coat.
Yes.
Dressed well, I would think, no?
But with a rundig, and a round beard. Hat dort in Antwerp jeden Tag gedavend. There in Antwerp, he prayed every day. Gegessen kosher, he ate kosher. Gelernt a Blatt Gemara, learned a page of Gemara. Azoi hat Reb Gedalia erzählt, and that's what Reb Gedalia told. Das, was a Bocher is
In
Antwerp, verlost sich auf den Vater. That's how he depended on his father. Soll for ihm auskleiden akala. He depended on his father to choose a bride. Hat bewusst as is kemat.
Be'emes.
Oh, be'emes. How did I get kemat out of that? Be'emes from that he is from.
Really from.
Really from. Okay. Reb Gedalia is gekommen zu uns wie Eliezer. He came to us like Eliezer. Avram
Avinus.
Avram Avinus Knecht. He came like Eliezer, Abraham's the father Abraham's slave,
servant.
Servant.
I have a question about this sentence. From somebody who knows this story better, explain what the heck they're referring to. I even tried to look it up and I couldn't figure it out.
Abraham sent his servant Eliezer to look for a bride for his son Isaac.
Ah, that's the biblical story.
So he's like the one that has
Yeah.
been sent to look for a bride, like Eliezer.
Yeah.
All right, okay, thank you.
Was hat verlangt Rebecca, and I can't translate
Rivka.
that.
Rivka.
Rebecca. He wanted Rebecca. Die ganze Sach hat Schmeck getan mit verzeihlicher Romantike und mit Geschichte ist von Meische Bibel.
Meise Bichel.
Say it again.
Meise Bichel.
Meise Bichel.
Storybooks.
The whole thing seemed like a romantic story from a novel.
Okay.
Okay, this is the next one is the one I have prepared.
That's I just excuse me, but the internet in the hotel fell, so that's why we have Marif to rescue us.
Okay, we kept going. So, Minna, this is the next one is the one
That's the one that I sent you, yes.
Okay. Mein Vater hat sich gekrümmt. My father made grimaces or, screwed up his face. Wie schickt man etwas avec a bas Yehida über die Grenzen, kein Ausland? How can one send an only daughter over the borders to the outside? Aber mein Mutter ist zugefallen zu dem Schidduch, but my mother fell for the match. Es ist ihr als schwerer geworden zu sein, zusammen mit der Dosiker exzentrischer doctor. It had gotten more and more difficult to be together with this eccentric daughter. Mein Schwester hat sich schon gehabt ungenommen zu Bislach mit die neue modische Gedanken. My sister had already started to familiarize herself little by little with the new modes of thinking or adjust herself to or gotten herself used to them. Sie hat gelernt Yiddish zu Zeitungen und Bücher. She was reading Yiddish newspapers and little books. Sie hat gewähnt noch a Liebe, nicht a geredden Shidduch. She wanted only a love, not an arranged Shidduch.
Gebankt is to long for.
Oh, she longed for. Okay. Thank you. Sie hat schon von Zeit zu Zeit und getan a Hut und ist gegangen mit der Haverte spazieren in sächsischen Garten. She already from time to time had put on a hat and went with a girlfriend walking in something garden is the local name of the park.
The Saxon Gardens in Warsaw.
In Warsaw, it's a very famous place in Warsaw.
Ah, okay. So like a park.
Yes, it's a park.
Yeah, which I guess you didn't do in those days.
No, if you were, you didn't do. No.
Yeah. Can you use the cursor when you're reading?
No, I can't because I'm trying to do it for me. But when we get going again, I
will do it.
Der Eker is, as mein Vater hat nicht gehabt kein großen Naden, und Reb Gedalia hat nicht verlangt kein Naden. The main thing is that my father did not have one groschen for dowry, and Reb Gedalia did not demand any dowry.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, when you prepare, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Any questions on it? No. Okay, and back to you.
Rafael, can you continue?
Ich gedenk dem Abend, wenn es ist vorgekommen bei uns das Wort. I remember the evening when the official ceremony, the word, happened at our place. That is the engagement. the expression geben das Wort means to get to arrange a marriage. Man hat geschrieben Rosh Prakim und man hat weggeschickt das Ksav ken Antwerpen Express. They wrote, now I'm not familiar with this custom. Rosh Prakim means the beginnings of chapters. Apparently this is part of the engagement process, but maybe Moti or someone else can explain what that is. And they sent this handwriting, this written document to Antwerp Express. So can anyone explain Rosh Prakim?
I thought Tanoim was the engagement.
Yeah, but that's
Right, usually it's Tanoim, which means conditions, but this is different.
yeah. Morty, do you know?
No, I can't remember right now what it is, or maybe I never heard it.
Yeah, okay, well, it's
Or
clearly part of the engagement.
Or maybe he's just writing it as this is the first chapter in this shidduch, as opposed to part of the document.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, they sent it to Antwerpen Express. They sent it to Antwerp Express. Interesting, the word Antwerpen is in the plural. A few towns are like that. In English, it's singular, but in Yiddish, it's plural, like Athens is plural. Anyway, der Chosen soll es chasmenen, so that the groom could sign it. Man hat bei uns angezündet dem Blitzlump. At our place, they lit the, maybe it's a kerosene lamp. I'm not sure. And I don't know why they would have done that at this point.
To celebrate.
Okay, maybe usually they wouldn't go to the expense of having the kerosene lamp at night. They would just use candles, maybe. Reb Gedalia hat achutz zin gehat hipsche etliche Techter. Reb Gedalia had, besides for sons, he also had a great number of daughters. Srov Melech was haben gewahrt, der Bruder soll werden a chosen. Mostly girls who were waiting that their brother should become a groom, as soll kommen zere, so that their turn could come.
Okay, just a moment, just a moment. I see that Morty raised the hand, maybe as a solution or answer.
Yes, according to the Vinkl, Rashi Prokem means the draft of the marriage proposal, of the Tnoim. So it was a sort of a draft document that was sent to the groom for his approval and then for signing by the parts if he approved it.
That's before the Tanoim.
Yep.
I got it.
Okay, thank you. Go on, Rafael.
Yeah. Der Tisch in der Bestenstube ist gewinn gedeckt und belegt mit Kibbutz. The table in the Beis-Din room, that's the father's study, was covered with a tablecloth, most likely, and it was set out with snacks, wie in Purim, as if it were Purim. Reb Gedalia hat geräuchert a Zigar in a burstinenem Zigarspitz. Reb Gedalia was smoking a cigar in an amber cigar holder. Und gerät mit den Taten Teure, and he discussed Torah with daddy. Hat herausgenommen von a Skettele a golden ketel. He took out of a little box a golden chain, und erlangt mein Schwester a Matana, and he gave it to my sister as a gift. Die Machateneste is given a dicke Yidene mit a heuchen Bosom. The Machateneste, the groom's mother, was a, we'll say, heavy set, I like that word, woman who had a high bosom. Die Melech haben gehabt lange Haar, and the girls, they had long hair. They weren't married, so they still had long hair. Ich hab noch keinmal nicht gesehen Melech mit a so eine lange Haar wie bei Reb Gedalia's Techter. I had never seen girls with such long hair as Mr. Gedalia's daughters had. Es seien mitgekommen weitere Kräuven. Then there arrived more distant relatives. Und gladheimische und gute Freund. And just good friends.
Honey.
Question? And just ordinary good friends. Man hat so viel gerät wegen dem Antwerpener Chosen und geläubt seine gute Midas. They spoke so much about this groom in Antwerp, and they praised his good qualities. As mir hat sich gedacht, dass sehe ihm zwischen die Gäste, as if so much that it seemed to me that I could even see him among the guests. Mein Schwester ist gewesen in a hoffärtiger Leune. My sister was in a hopeful Leune. Is that like a mood?
I think so.
Yes, mood.
Yeah, okay. Sie hat sich geräutelt. She blushed, gelacht, laughed, gedankt für die gute Werte. She thanked people for the good words, die Matanas for the gifts, die Zusagenischen, the promises, die Wünschenischen, and the good wishes. Ich habe gehört, wie der Tate fragt. I heard how father asked.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you. Rafael Morty, will you finish the paragraph?
Yeah, sure. Wo wird sein der Chassene? Where will the wedding take place? Und Reb Gedalia hat geantwortet. Reb Gedalia answered, in Berlin. In Berlin. In Berlin hat der Tate zurückgefragt und der Macheten hat geteinet. In Berlin, father asked in turn, and the father of the groom said, Hat nicht kamoire macheten, se zenen umetem du Yidden. Don't be scared, macheten. There are Jews everywhere. Ich bin schon gewesen in Berlin, nicht einmal. More than once have I already been in Berlin. Says, als du, there's everything there. Basei Midrashim, Stiblech, Mikves, there yeshiva, there are synagogues, small synagogues, mikvahs. Men kommt von Berlin zum Reben kein Gur. They come to the Gerer Rebbe from Berlin. Ich krieg arois dort jedes Jahr große Gelder für Eretz Yisrael. I receive large amounts of money every year for Eretz Yisrael. No, gelobt Hashem Yisborach. Well, praise be the Lord's name.
Okay, I think we will stop here because it's already time. So let's continue next time. And okay, I don't think that he had a very good idea of his sister.
Beautiful story.
Yeah. Any comments about what's going on in the story? Yeah,
Well,
Maurice?
it sounds like the Mechitten is a fundraiser. The man
But he's a fundraiser. He's in charge of getting money and sending it to
Israel.
Israel, yeah.
I will see if it says yes.
Yeah, Maurice.
I just want to mention that Antwerpen, it's not a Yiddish plural. It's the way the Flemish call their city. That's the name of it, Antwerpen.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What year would this have been?
What year it would be?
Probably 1920s.
You have to go back to the time when this was written.
I think even a little before 20s. I think maybe just after World War I. Maybe.
And did we say that that they were living in, what was it? Was it in Ukraine?
No, they were living in Warsaw.
Warsaw.
They were living in Warsaw. He's telling us that she's going for a spazier, that she's going
Right, that's right, yeah.
in the
To the Saxon part.
garden. So
So
that's already Warsaw.
quite a distance from Antwerp and Berlin and all, and Belgium.
Yeah.
But it seems that the Jews were very involved in the diamond trade from other stories I've read.
Yeah, there's,
Antwerp and
I just finished the Netflix, Rough Diamonds.
Me too.
Rough Diamonds.
Yes, it was very good in a lot of ways, and the Yiddish I found very stilted, but it was Yiddish nonetheless. So it was Dutch and Yiddish and French and a little English. There were at least 4 or 5 languages in it. And
it was a little schlecht. I mean, there was a lot of nasty stuff going on, so I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, but I think there's probably some reality to that kind of, dealing, and the mafia that was involved in it. But, I was more interested in the family relationship and how they dealt with the morality of committing these crimes, but their family.
The morality of crimes.
What's the name of the series that you saw?
Rough Diamonds.
Rough Diamonds.
Yeah, I think it's is it Netflix?
It's Netflix.
Just a minute. Everyone's talking. I can't hear anyone.
Okay. The series is Rough Diamonds and it's on Netflix.
I just sent it to the chat.
Okay, perfect.
Very good.
Any comments on the story itself, on the relationship between the brother and sister?
I think that we're missing, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, no.
Thank you. I think that we're missing an undertone here, that there's some, and it's not acknowledged directly, but there's clearly some psychological problems going on here.
Absolutely.
And I think that, that's almost being glossed over in this kind of childish view of his sister. And I'm wondering, if that's going to be something that comes back for us to ponder, because there's some craziness here. I don't speak from experience because I am unbelievable saying.
Well, the times in which they lived, they didn't know about mental disorders.
Sure. Listen, I remember I was in B'nai Brak once, and I could hear somebody like literally losing it. I mean, and it sounded to me, I used to work in a psychiatric hospital, and it sounded to me like one of the kids having a meltdown, and the response was to close the windows. I mean, it's a shanda for other people to hear this.
Still, the neighbors, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
because of the marriage. Because of the marriage, everything revolves around the marriage.
Yeah. And the boys had to get married first, then it was the girl's turn. So it wasn't like one boy, one girl, one son, one daughter. It was get the boys married off, then the daughters. But meanwhile, the daughters are the ones that are going to be having the babies, so they should be going in, age order.
Okay, guys, we will continue next week from the
Thank you.
where we left it, and that's
Will
it.
we need any more pages for next week? Because I think I printed everything out.
Yeah, okay, but the print is very small, so on the screen we can enlarge it, so that's easier.
Okay.
It's just.
I'll look again.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Mariv, thank you very much, and I'll probably need you in the next 4 weeks because I'm traveling and the internet in the hotels is not as good as at home, so I will keep making you co-host, okay? That's fine?
Have a good vacation, Minna. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
Next week from Oslo. Bye.
Oh, boy.
Bye.